Hello, I'm Ian Scales, you're watching TelecomTV, and we're here at Barcelona, the Mobile World Congress, where I'm interviewing Alan Ewing, who is the Executive Director of the Connected Car Consortium. Alan, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
You're going to run through a demo for us on the latest version of your software.
Right.
Explain for the viewers briefly how it works and how it's supposed to go.
Right, so MirrorLink is essentially a connectivity technology between smartphones and the head units in vehicles. What we have is, in this particular case, a Sony head unit, commercially available aftermarket, and a legacy Nokia phone. The connection is made via USB. The screen will be replicated from the phone to the head unit. The idea here is very simplified apps, nice large icons, keep your eyes on the road instead of on the phone. What we have are three main applications in this case. We have call management, a drive app, which is essentially navigation, turn-by-turn navigation, and a music player. All of the apps and actual processing power live on the phone, but are displayed on this nice large display that you would have in your dash, so that, again, the idea, keep your eyes on the road, not on the phone. What we have, like I said, these three main apps, call, nice large buttons. If I use the call app, what you see is your list of contacts. So you would be able to go and scroll through your contacts. You go back home, your nav. So what you see is a classic screen navigation turn by turn, all of the UI aspects you'd expect to find there. And then finally, music player. So this would be the MP3s that you're carrying on your phone. A nice feature here is, since everything lives on the phone, if you move between vehicles that have MirrorLink head units, you take all of your stuff with you, your nav, your music, and your call list.
Okay. Now, break it down for me, because you put your own apps on the phone, obviously,
right,
and use those, but you can only use apps that are specifically tailored for this
right,
type of application, don't
so
you?
what's happening?
Quickly tell me how that works.
Sure. What's happening with MirrorLink right now is we are creating a program to allow third-party app developers to bring apps to this space. So what will happen is those apps are developed against a set of criteria. The main criteria that we're interested in, for this case, are driver distraction issues. Making sure, again, that they're nice large buttons, that it's easy to read, again, not getting your eyes on there, getting your eyes in front of you.
Okay, so if I'm a developer, I now have another avenue, actually. I can think in terms of developing my applications for the driver market, not necessarily the car market, the driver market. Then I can do it on the platforms that I'm used to. I can do it on iPhone, I can do it for Android and so on.
Right, the platforms, the member companies that we're working with right now are those that are developing for Android, Microsoft, and also our friends over at, formerly known as Research in Motion, the BlackBerry folks.
What we've seen at the show, of course, is a lot of the big car manufacturers are embedding their own connected car technology. I mean, where's the room for this? Aren't all the cars going to have it all embedded from day one? The
advantage to MirrorLink is MirrorLink's an open standard. It's meant to be used by anybody. It's not proprietary to any particular OS, any particular vehicle. So the idea here is everybody can play. Each of the auto manufacturers are members, actually, of the CCC, so all of those folks are working with us as well. Proprietary solutions have their place, but what we're looking for here is a general, ubiquitous solution so that any phone would work with any head unit as long as they both carry the MirrorLink software and certification.
So I would have maybe a GM car. A GM is having a big push. It's going to put this stuff into all of the cars.
Right.
I will still, if they follow the guidelines, I will still be able to connect up my mobile phone, and using your standards, use my car applications there.
And between auto manufacturers. So if you hire a car, rent a car in another city, if you're on travel, you'd be able to make that connection and be able to use your apps, your nav, your music with you in the car.
Are you looking at multitasking this so that you have the kids in the back have theirs and they've got headphones?
Right, that's an interesting use case, one we are investigating. We are really focusing right now on the driver. Maybe that's an American speaking, or one guy and one car on the road. But we are focusing right now on the driver use case. An aspect of what we are looking into is how do we address the passengers, the backseat passengers, etc. So there would be different levels of criteria associated with them, but really, number one is the driver, making sure their eyes are on the road and they can still use apps on their phone.
Now you've just 1.1 has just come out, and this is where you've got the SDK, isn't it?
Right. 1.1 is where we are enabling the third-party app developer space. We expect a full launch of 1.1 at the end of June, beginning of July. And this is where we're opening it up so that anyone with a good idea, as long as they meet those driver distraction guidelines, will be able to bring an app to the platforms that are supported.
Alan, that was really interesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ian. I appreciate it.